So this is the other book that I got from my local library, even though I have a ton of books that I've bought that I could be reading. I thought, why not go back to my local library and just see what's around. This is called Bitterthorn by Kat Dunn. It's a historical fiction fantasy novel about a witch and a girl called Mina. It's set during the 1800s in Germany, and it traces their developing relationship, friendship, and eventually love. So the sort of premise of this story is Mina, who's our main protagonist, who we follow through the novel. She's the daughter of a duke who runs Blumwald, where they live. And every 50 years, a witch comes to their city, their village, to take a sacrifice, and we don't know what the witch we don't know what becomes of these sacrifices or what the witch uses them for. Mina lives a very sort of exists very solitary within her family, very unloved, very neglected by her stepmother and stepsisters, and even her own father, who is very emotionally distant. When she was younger, her mother passed away, and even her mother she struggled to have an emotional connection with. So unfortunately, when the witch comes back, Mina makes the decision to willingly go, so no other sacrifices are made. And obviously, rather than preventing her, because her father sort of knows the truth about what's going to happen to his daughter, he just lets her go. He allows her to make this sacrifice because he's more concerned with expanding his empire and getting the railway investment to put their village on the map, and all these other horrible concepts of just, expanding your power, and obviously not caring who you have to sacrifice in order to get that, your own daughter. So that's kind of the sort of premise of this novel, and I don't want to spoil the sort of what we learn about the witch, but it's definitely one of those sort of slow burn romances that's presented beautifully. It's very poignantly and beautifully written. And it goes through the way the chapters are sort of divided up. They're split into different seasons, so we really get to experience the transition of time and how things change. The witch lives in a castle, and as a setting it's really interesting in the sense that time doesn't work as it should do for reasons that you discover later on. Time is very fractured in this castle, so you could be in one room and you think it's like a Tuesday, but then you go into the witch's study and it's actually a Tuesday of a different week or a different time. And it's really interesting how time is used in this novel, and all the sort of familial relationships and deeper relationships that are cultivated. So it's just another book that I highly recommend. I'm glad I stuck with it. I really enjoyed Bitterthorn. There were certain moments that I can't think of the right word, but there were certain moments. It's one of those novels that you have to sort of persevere with because it is very slow paced, which is quite typical of a sort of historical fiction / fantasy novel. It's worth persevering with for the beautiful ending and everything that happens. Thank you, and I hope to make another book recommendation video soon.